Star City Games is proud to present Team SCG for Pro Tour Theros from beautiful Dublin, Ireland. Ireland is a verdant, colorful country full of history, flavor, and this week, Magic the Gathering. We've loved our time here and wanted to learn a little more, so we contacted Alex Briggs. Alex is a Detroit native who is currently living in Dublin's north side, and he was nice enough to meet up with us before the Pro Tour and give us a quick tour of some of Dublin's most historic locations.
We're currently in St. Stephen's Green, in the middle of Dublin's south side. It's the largest of the Georgian squares in Dublin, and kind of the most spectacularly landscaped. Very beautiful park. During the 1916 Rising, when Ireland fought for its independence from Britain, for a very brief period, Irish troops dug trenches in Stephen's Green. It did not go very well because the British stationed snipers on the top of the Shelburne Hotel, overlooking the park, and kind of just picked the Irish off one by one. But the great thing about it was, once a day, they called a ceasefire in order for the ducks to be fed. So once a day they would feed the ducks and fighting would cease. Now, if you lived in Detroit in the 40s, you worked for GM or Ford or Chrysler. If you lived in Dublin, you worked at Guinness. If you got a job at Guinness, you were set. So that has a lot to do with it. Beyond that, it was the most successful beer maker on a tiny island where you couldn't import a lot of stuff. For a long time, the Irish had to make do with what they could make, here. So that's why it became incredibly successful here. We're going to Temple Bar. It is the medieval portion of the city, the oldest portion of the city that still has the original street plan, essentially. So you'll get a lot of cobblestone, narrow roads, everything's very close together, and it is the nightlife district of the city. It's kind of a great thing to see on a Saturday night, is just the streets filled with people and everyone having a great time. We'll be going down O'Connell Street, which is the largest street in a city center in Europe. Think of like the Champs-Élysées, but for Ireland. At the top of O'Connell Street is the Millennium Spire, the tallest freestanding spire in all of Europe, built to commemorate 1,000 years of Dublin existing as a city. The Halfpenny Bridge is the first permanent structure to span the River Liffey. Now, the River Liffey is the river that runs through the center of Dublin out to the sea. And it was rumored for years that that's where Guinness got the water for their beer. Not true. It's just a regular river. Trinity College is the first degree granting institution in Ireland. It's home to the Book of Kells, which is an illuminated copy of the four Gospels. Each page has intricate drawings laid in with gold leaf. It's just a spectacular example of medieval artistry.
This weekend, on October 11th through 13th, Pro Tour Theros will take place at the Royal Dublin Society in Ballsbridge on Dublin's south side. 3 players, including Team SCG's own William Jensen, will be inducted into the Magic the Gathering Hall of Fame as part of the class of 2013. Over 300 Magic players will compete over 3 days of grueling competition for the right to be called Pro Tour Champion. Among them, 15 of the world's all-time best and up-and-coming stars from Team SCG. So stay tuned all weekend long on TeamStarCityGames.com for all the action.